let's add in some harmonies next.
I think we could do it if we tried, if only to say you're mine.
All right, none of those harmonies seem to be overpowering the melody, so I'm just gonna leave those as is for right now. Next, let's try adding in one instrument group. So let's get the ukuleles and the acoustic guitar in there because these are all pretty much playing the same thing. Now I've got 3 different people playing these instruments, so it's very likely that these are going to be a lot louder than the others and maybe overpower things. So I might need to turn these down a little bit. For example, if you have like 10 students playing acoustic guitar, you probably don't need them all to be at full volume, so you can bring those down a lot. So these are sounding nice and good together. And let's hear how they sound against the vocals. So they're definitely a lot louder than the vocals. So let's try bringing these down a little bit. Let's bring each one down, say 5 decibels and see how that sounds.
I think we could do it if we tried, if only to say.
Still a little bit too loud. I can also adjust all 3 at the same time by highlighting all 3 and then bringing them all down a little bit. So let's bring them all down a little bit more and hear how that sounds.
We could do it if we tried, if only to say you're mine.
All right, so I think those are sounding real good. We can also hear how they sound by themselves. So if we want to just get a good blend of those instruments by muting everything else and hearing just those instruments. For instance, that guitar is pretty overpowering, so I think I'm going to turn that guitar down a little bit. All right, now let's hear that. Now, if you ask any music producer, they're going to tell you that there are lots and lots of different ways to mix songs, and this is basically the same thing. Basically, what we're doing now is just doing a rough mix of everything. We want to be able to hear everything without any one thing being too overpowering. Now, people spend hours and hours in the studio getting mixes just perfect, so don't stress this too much. We're looking for basically a rough mix right now.
Thousands of tears later.
All right, so we have a rough mix of everything. Again, this process is going to take a while. It's going to be longer the more things you have to work with. But here we go. We got a rough mix.